I build on Hart's traditional emphasis on attention to detail, and a good example is the Hart approach to designing brochures, which are highly rich in specification and designed very specifically for the plant engineer and the plant manager. And we find that these brochures are excellent guides during our property inspections, and that our prospects, having that level of detail in hand, go home with a much better understanding of the building as a result. In addition, we maintain this very detailed specification on our corporate website, and the brochure is also downloadable. Hart has always specialized in handling larger projects in smaller towns, and it's always been through a do-whatever-it-takes approach that we've been able to successfully complete these projects. In the case of specialized facilities, we do extensive canvassing and target marketing within the industry, and also to all other industries that could possibly use the amenities and features of our property. However, with highly specialized facilities, it's harder for brochures to make these complicated facilities understandable. A more creative approach is required. We solve this problem by designing dedicated interactive websites that are custom tailored specific to the property, that give a virtual tour that not only demonstrates the facility's manufacturing platform and workflow, but also shows how the buildings could be used for other manufacturing purposes. Besides making these properties more understandable, websites by their nature are highly portable. They can be sent anywhere in the world. They work their way through an organization to all the individuals that have an input into a project. And they have the added advantage of being able to provide downloadable documentation. And these specialized buildings, being more complex, require a lot more documentation. And we find that with extensive canvassing and target marketing, in addition to these dedicated facility websites, it's a very effective method to attract the interest of the right prospects. And as a result, we find that not only do we increase the likelihood of getting an inspection, we actually increase the likelihood of selling the building. A good example is a project we handled on behalf of the Japanese firm Goulston Technologies. The building was Monroe, North Carolina, located 25 miles southeast of Charlotte. This was a very interesting plant that was designed specifically to manufacture polishing cloths and solutions for the semiconductor industry. Through our brochure mailing, one of the board of directors of the Swedish firm Bona, that's well known for making cleaning solutions and equipment for the hardwood floor industry, received our brochure, and upon reviewing our brochure and looking at our website, thought the building was a perfect fit for their requirement. We immediately emailed the brochure and the website to management in Sweden, and within a week or so we had an entourage from Europe come out to inspect the building, and they were very excited, and it wasn't long before we had the building under contract and we completed the sale turnkey. We used the exact same approach in representing Konica Minolta on the sale of their photographic facility in Whitsett, North Carolina. This building was very highly specialized, practically a chemical plant. And our information went out to a Boston-based startup company that had a patent to make a unique photographic paper that develops without ink, geared toward the digital camera market. Based on their review of our brochure and the website, they were confident enough to send a group down to Whitsett, and they spent several months experimenting, running their process on our manufacturing platform. The end result was they actually achieved greater results in our facility than they were able to on their own. And it wasn't long before we had the building sold, and again it was a turnkey transaction of the building with all the equipment.